Good morning, students. We shall pass on to the next chapter number 5, trial balance today. Before explaining what is a trial balance, I shall do a problem and tell you the meaning of this trial balance later. Okay, first we shall see a problem from the book which is given under illustration. For this chapter, yes, there is a problem given as an example, page number 113. Page number 113, this example. For this example, what I am going to do, I am going to prepare journal entries, that is past journal entries, then ledger accounts. Then after preparing ledger accounts, I shall pass on to the trial balance. I shall teach you the theory part. After showing an example, this is the journal. Date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. Again, date, particulars, and ledger folio, debits, credits. See, there are three golden rules: debit the receiver, credit the giver, debit what comes in, credit what goes out, debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. These are the three rules. First one for personal account, second one for real account, third one for nominal account. With these three rules in mind, we shall pass journal entries in journal. We strictly use the format in the books of Ratnakumar, journal entries. This is 2017 January 1st. Commenced business with capital, that is in cash. So, as per the rule number 2, what comes in? Cash comes in. Therefore, cash account debtor. Since it is a capital, cash account debtor to capital account, whose capital account? Ratnakumar's capital account. Since name is given, we should use the name. Ratnakumar's capital account. The amount is 5 lakhs. Amount is 5 lakhs. Narration. Business commenced. Business commenced. The first journal entry is over. Then on 5th, bought furniture for cash. When goods are purchased or bought, I told you very many times in chapter number 3 and 4. That is in chapter journal and ledger, I told you. When goods are purchased, we should say purchases account debtor. When goods are coming in, we don't write goods account debtor. Instead, we write purchases account debtor. When other than goods are purchased, we should use the name what is purchased actually. When furniture is purchased, furniture account debtor. When building is purchased, building account debtor. When land is purchased, land account debtor. When machinery is purchased, machinery account debtor. So, we should use what is the item purchased when other than goods are purchased, we should use the name. Here, what is purchased? Furniture. So, what comes in? The second rule, furniture comes in. So, furniture account debtor. Good. Then, what should be for credits? This is for debit. This is for credit. Any giver? No. Anything goes out when furniture is bought for cash, cash goes out. Therefore, furniture account debtor to cash account. Cash purchase. Furniture 6,000. 6,000. That second journal entry is over. We shall pass on to the third one. On 10, purchased goods for cash. Purchased goods for cash. Just now I said, when goods are purchased, goods comes in. The second rule, what comes in, goods comes in. But we should not write goods account debtor. We should write purchases account debtor. Purchases account debtor. 2. When goods are purchased for cash, no giver, what goes out? Cash goes out. காசு கொடுத்து goods வாங்குறோம். So, what goes out? எது வெளியில போகணும் அப்படின்றது cash goes out. So, purchases account debtor to cash account. The amount is 10,000. Amount is 10,000. Narration, this is also cash purchase. Then, after 10, next one, bought goods 15. goods on credit from Jayanti. Bought goods on credit. Whether the goods are bought for cash or on credit. காசு கொடுத்து வாங்கினாலும் கடனுக்கு வாங்கினாலும் whether whatever the method of purchase, mode of purchase, we get the goods are coming in. When goods are coming in, we should not write goods account. Just now I said purchases account data. 2, when cash is paid, cash goes out. But here on credit basis, then who is the giver there? Credit the giver. Here in this problem, Jayanti is the giver. So purchases account data to Jayanti account. Narration, credit purchase. Credit purchase, the amount is 25,000. The amount is 25,000. Then after 15th, 18th, returned goods to Jayanti 2,500. We purchase the goods or the business purchases the goods from Jayanti. Since the goods are not in good condition, the goods are returned. For what value or what value of goods are returned to Jayanti? 2,500 valued goods are returned to Jayanti. 25,000 goods வாங்குறோம் ஜெயந்திட்டு. அதில் சில குட்ஸ் நல்லா இல்லைங்கிறதுனால 2,500 valued goods are returned to Jayanti. In this case, first rule, when goods are returned to Jayanti, debit the receiver. First rule, who is the receiver? Jayanti is the receiver. So, Jayanti account data to what goes out? Goods goes out. Here when goods are coming in, purchases account data. When goods are returned, when goods are going out, purchases return account data. Purchases return account. This is creditor. Here when goods are coming in, purchases account data. When goods are going out, purchases return account data. Here, goods returned. The date is 18th, 2,500. 18th, the amount is 2,500. 2,500. Then after 18th, 20th, sold goods for cash. On 20th, sold goods for cash. When goods are sold away, any receiver? No. Anything comes in. Sold goods for cash. When goods are sold away for cash, cash comes in. Therefore, cash account data. காசுக்கு பொருளை விற்கும் போது காசு தான் உள்ள வரும். Cash comes in. Cash account data. 2. What goes out or no giver? What goes out? Goods goes out. When goods are coming in, purchases account data. When goods are going out, that is on sales, to sales account data. Nowhere we use the goods account. For the purchase of goods, purchases account data. When at the time of sale of goods, to sales account. Therefore, this is cash sales. Cash sales. The amount is 32,000. 32,000. line. Then after 20th, 25th, sold goods to Elizabeth on credit, 25th. Sold goods to Elizabeth on credit. The goods are sold on loan basis, credit. So, to Elizabeth, then who is the receiver of the goods? Goods say Elizabeth, sales பண்ணும்போது who will receive the goods? Elizabeth only will receive the goods. Elizabeth account debtor. 2. Whether the goods are sold for cash or on credit, the goods are going out. For the goods going out, that is goes out, second rule, to sales account. Elizabeth account debtor to sales account. This is now credit sales. The amount is 72,000. 72,000. Then after 25th, paid salaries, 30th. 30th, paid salaries to Krishna by cash. One of the workers, Krishna, salary is paid. சம்பளம் கொடுக்குறாங்க. For that, what should be the journal entry? Receiver? No. Receiver on the Krishna. But anyhow, we should not write the Krishna account data, because if we write Krishna account there, then he will become a borrower. Here, the salary is paid. Therefore, debit the receiver is not a question. No. Anything comes in. When salary is paid, nothing is coming in. And giving salary to your worker is an expense. Yes, it is an expense. Therefore, using the third rule, salaries account data. Salaries account data. 2. When salary is paid by cash, what goes out? This is credit rule, second rule. What goes out? The cash goes out. So, to cash account. What is the amount? 7,000. 7,000. Narration, salaries paid. Then after 30th, 31st, received commission from Kumar by cash. Received commission from Kumar by cash. Received commission. In the case, no receiver. What comes in when commission is received? Cash comes in. Therefore, cash account data. Received commission from Kumar by cash. Cash comes in. Cash account data. 2. Given here, Kumar, from Kumar only commission is received. If you write Kumar account given here, Kumar is giving his money to the business. It is not the meaning. For the business, Kumar is giving the money, rupees 2,800 in the name of commission. So here the commission is important, not Kumar. So no giver, nothing goes out. Then receiving commission is an income. So credit all income. As per rule, credit all income. Commission is an income. So cash account data to commission account. 2,800. 2,800. Narration. Commission received from Kumar. We should write here. Commission received from Kumar. Then received cash from Elizabeth. The same 31st. Received cash from Elizabeth. When cash is received from Elizabeth, any receiver, no. Giver only Elizabeth. So, no receiver. Anything comes in, yes, cash comes in. So, cash account data. When cash is received from Elizabeth, cash comes in, therefore cash account data. Then go to the credit rule. Any giver, yes, Elizabeth is the giver. To cash account data to Elizabeth account 22,000. Narration, cash received. Cash received. These are the 10 journal entries for all these 10 transactions given here. And what is our next duty? We must find the number of accounts from this, and we should prepare ledger accounts for those accounts. After preparing the ledger accounts, we must pass on to the preparation of trial balance.